Hello, everybody. This is Stephen Whitfield of Drilling Contractor. Now, during the week of the 2026 Offshore Technology Conference, Oceaneering invited us to their open house event at their facility in Houston, Texas, where we got a chance to see some of the thousands of technologies that the company has that help support oil and gas development and drilling in particular. Now, following the open house event, we got a chance to speak with some of the company's subject matter experts on some of these technologies and how they can benefit drillers at large. So check it out. All right, so we are here with Blanca Montoya of Oceaneering, and we're going to be talking about the subsea land out camera. It's a really cool camera that Oceaneering showed us at the event, and Blanca probably knows everything there is to know about that. So she's going to give us all the rundown. So Blanca, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
So let's talk about this subsea land out camera. First, basic question, what is it? Obviously, it's a camera and it's used subsea, but describe to us what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. The subsea land out camera system actually is our latest innovative solution to our tooling fleet. This camera system solves a big pain point for our customers. Your audience, the drilling contractors, will be well aware. During drilling, you have to, and they're drilling their various casing programs, you have to land the BOP onto a wellhead. That operation itself can be very challenging. The BOP system is a very heavy piece of equipment, and you're having to land this through thousands and thousands of feet of the water column and dealing with the elements in the subsea environment. At times, that has damaged the wellhead. Therefore, we have worked closely with our customers to design an innovative solution for them that delivers an improved method and reduces the risk of damaging the wellhead.
So you mentioned that this is sort of an innovative setup. So what makes it innovative? What are some of the cool features that we need to know about?
Yes, so this tool is a very simple but yet very effective. This tool magnetically attaches to the wellhead, and it is actually powered by the ROV. It has lighting systems and camera systems. These camera systems are upward facing. So when a customer goes to land the BOP system onto the wellhead, it provides in real time a upward facing camera view. So when the BOP comes in proximity of the wellhead, now the customer can provide a more finer alignment and more precise installation onto the wellhead, therefore eliminating the risk of damaging the wellhead.
So Blanca, obviously you've had this camera out in the field, so I got to ask, what have you seen so far? How have your customers been taking it?
Yes, the land out camera actually been very successful with our customers. We have a long track record now. We have several customers have been using it for long-term hire. So you can see how they value this tool. It really is reducing the risk of damaging the wellhead, even the gaskets as well. And even just today at the open house, we learned that a customer came up to me and said he was very happy with the tool and is actually using several of these tools in their long-term campaign operations.
All right, Blanca, well, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
So I'm joined now by Nick Rouge of Oceaneering, and we're going to be talking about something that was really cool to see out in person, the Momentum electric work class ROV. Nick is the man, knows everything about this, so we'll try to pick his brain a little bit on this. So Nick, thank you so much for joining me today.
Glad to be here.
So let's talk about this. Okay, this is an electric work class ROV. I'm not going to pretend to be the expert on this. Why don't you explain to our viewers out there, what does that mean? What is this ROV?
So work class ROVs are traditionally powered from a cable, an umbilical from the surface, and electrically powered. But on the vehicle themselves, they turn that electric power into hydraulics through a pump. That pump and those hydraulics are then delivered to the propulsion systems in order to give the vehicle its thrust and move it around. In this vehicle, what we have is an electric propulsion system. So that means the electric power coming from the surface gets distributed or transformed and then distributed on the vehicle electrically to the propulsion system.
So let's talk about an electric system versus a hydraulic system. So what would be maybe not the advantages, maybe that's not the best way to put it, but just sort of comparing the two, what does an electric give you that a hydraulic system doesn't give you?
Yeah, so I think there's three elements to what the electric system gives us. It's efficiency, residency, and also backward compatibility. So the electric system is more efficient. The actual power delivered at surface to the thrust delivered subsea of traditional hydraulic systems is in the range of 30%, whereas with this electric system, that's up to 65%. That means for the amount of power that you deliver at surface, you can deliver less and do the same amount of work subsea, or you can deliver the same amount of power and do more work subsea. The other aspect to that is operational efficiency. This vehicle is designed to remain subsea for 30 days, subsea resident for that 30 days, so that it's available for whatever subsea work you need to do with the ROV, rather than being recovered every 24 to 48 hours for maintenance, which is typical of hydraulic systems. The last point is that it is backward compatible with our existing fleet of 130 Millenniums around the world. So it can actually be replaced by a vehicle and cage change on any asset that is currently operating Millennium.
All right, so this is an audience of drilling contractors who are probably watching this today. So the question I'm going to ask about this is, how does this fit within the context of a drilling campaign? What value do you see in that?
So the real value in drilling is the ability of the ROV to be subsea throughout a complicated completions activity where you have a lot of ROV activities, or throughout things like open water drilling. During those stages of a campaign, you need the ROV to be subsea, ready to complete a task at any point. Our 30-day residency means that the ROV can remain subsea throughout an extended campaign, whether that be completion, open water drilling, or general riser drilling.
Well, Nick, thank you so much for giving us some of that information on the Momentum. Really cool to see it in person, really cool to talk to you about it right now. So we appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you very much.
So we'd like to thank Oceaneering for inviting us to their event and to the speakers for taking the time out of their day to talk to us about their technologies. This is Stephen Whitfield. Thank you for visiting drillingcontractor.org.